Alright, let's do it. These are the Sony XM, why am I saying this? You already know what these are. These are the XM4s. You probably watch reviews all over the place about these headphones. I'm probably going to be one of the last guys that you watch to kind of get an opinion on these headphones because they have been talked about to the bone. And honestly, where I am in London, you can't really walk the streets without seeing somebody with a pair of these. So what I'm here to do at this channel is tell you what it's like owning a piece of tech and having it as a part of your lifestyle. Does it fit? Does it not fit in your lifestyle? What situations should you be owning these, and maybe what situations shouldn't you be owning these? That is what I'm here to help you with today. And in this video specifically, I'm just going to be doing a first impressions of having these for a week after relentlessly looking at the reviews. So right now, I'm probably you. We're probably the same. On first impressions, these headphones are great, but they will underwhelm you if you don't go into it with context in mind. 2022 or whatever year it was, these drop. Active noise cancellation is amazing. Sound quality is really good, really crisp. People are stunned. Reviewers are stunned at the time. They're hyping these headphones up because at the time they really deserve the hype. And today in 2025, they still hold that. They still deserve the hype, but the hype is a bit different now. Now these deserve the hype because these are standardized amazing headphones. No longer are they kind of innovative today because everybody has these kind of features in their headphones now. I mean, I've got the, probably won't see it properly, but these are the AirPods Pros 2 second generation. These are amazing. These have active noise cancellation in them and they sound great as earbuds. The mic quality is probably better than these. They seamlessly connect to my iPad, my iPhone and my Mac. It's an amazing pair of headphones, and at the time these headphones were kind of similar. Obviously not the same, those are earbuds, but in these headphones they allow you to have multi-point Bluetooth connection. So for example, if you have this connected to your phone, you can also have it connected to your gaming console. If you have like a portable one, or your MacBook, you can have it connected to two things at once. So at the time this was really good, really cool technology. So you see what I'm saying, guys? It's like these are like cheap, relatively cheap versions of the tech that you're getting today, but they did it years ago. And that's why I want to say you might be disappointed if you get these and you're expecting like your mind to be blown. It probably won't unless you're not used to having these headphones or similar. But outside of that, I really like these. They come in this little pouch, or big pouch, and I'm probably gonna throw these away. I'm not gonna use this pouch much. I'm gonna be honest, it's too bulky for my bag. But they give you a pouch which is cool, and in there you've got a whole bunch of like accessories, not really accessories, but like peripherals that go with it. For example, you got the 33 millimeter, you know what I mean, the audio jack here for your, is it gonna focus? Yeah, you got the audio cable here so you can plug into your more old school devices. You've got USB A to USB C over here as well for charging. I don't use these because again, we're in a time, thank God, where almost everything is USB-C, so I really won't be using those wires at all. And then I got this like airplane, I don't know what this is, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm guessing when you go on an airplane, this like little adapter is what you plug in so that you can listen to your music on the plane without having a Bluetooth connection, I think. Again, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but it's got everything you need in the case. So maybe if I'm really traveling somewhere, I'll bring the case out. But for my day-to-day purposes, it's very unlikely I'm gonna need that case. But with that said, I've got a little notebook here with all my thoughts on my first impressions on it. So let me tell you a little bit about the XM4s. Now for me, when I got them, I'm a music artist. I'm surrounded by microphones and speakers all the time. Behind me, I've got my studio headphones and I've got my microphone, I've got my in-ear monitors. So I'm always surrounded by music. So why would somebody like me want a pair of headphones? I thought it would be good to have them to really focus and never win on my work. So if I want to write music or I want to get some admin done, these would be the headphones for when I'm at home and I just want to comfortably know that I'm looking in to work right now. That's the whole point of me getting these headphones, they're to look in and focus and take out the noise without rinsing out my AirPods battery and using my AirPods all day, which actually I don't associate really with being hard at work. I associate it with casual listening. So I wanted an intentional headphone that I could wear intended just for work purposes or just peace of mind, relaxation purposes. You know what I'm saying? The structure of this video from here, I've got 3 topics for you. We're going to go through the positives, the negatives, and then finally a few questions that you can ask yourself that will help you decide whether these headphones are going to be the ones for you or not. You get me? So starting with the negatives, I already mentioned one. The actual, like, some of the features will be underwhelming if you don't consider the context. I'm not going to go into that too much, but things like noise cancellation is just standard. It's good. It's just good. It's not going to change the game. It's not blocking out the entire world from you. It's just going to take out some of the noise and allow you to focus a bit better, but it's not doing anything that you can't get for the same price with, like, your AirPods, for example, if you get the Pros. So that is one thing I will say. But if you can get over the fact they're not going to change the world for you, they're not going to be better than what you can already get, these are good. Secondly, the fit of the headphones, they kind of overlap my ears. I do find that, like, when I wear these for a long period of time, because they don't fully cusp my whole ear, they kind of like press in on my ear, causing it to be a bit painful later on if I wear them for too long. Well, I don't even want to say painful, just really irritable. It makes me it's not nice. It's not a nice feeling having something being pressed onto your ear. I've worn the XM6s, I've worn the XM5s and the XM4s, obviously, and if I had to rank comfortability, it's XM6s, XM4s, and then XM5s. XM5s I don't recommend. They felt really weak. The cuff, what do you call it, the cushion, really weak. It wasn't good. The XM6s, amazing. The cushion was lovely, and I feel like they're a bit bigger as well, so they covered my whole ear rather than like overlapping my ear like it is right now. But the XM4s was a nice in between, which I liked. Finally, in terms of negatives, I would just say that the ambient sound mode, I didn't like it. I turned it off within the app, which is a positive. I can turn it off, but the ambient sound mode, that's adaptive, it kind of suggests, like, it kind of like changes the sound depending on what you're doing. So it's like listening to what you're doing or whatever, detecting what you're doing, and it comes to a decision as to whether you're going to want to use noise cancellation or have a bit more of the outside world in your ears. I didn't like that. I went for a standing walk, where I'll just stand on the spot and walk just to get some steps in, and it activated less bass and less sound quality because it thought I was going on a walk. I needed to hear the world. I didn't need that, so I took it off completely. So I don't like that mode. I took it off, but that's like a positive negative, because it's like I have the ability to turn it off, so you might want to turn it off too. In terms of the positives of the headphone, I do like the sound quality a lot. They are a step, even now in 2025, these in my opinion are a step above the AirPod Pros, which came out last year. They sound better. Obviously, again, different type of headphone, earphone, but you know, if you're looking for active noise cancellation devices in general, you're probably in the market for either or AirPods or headphones. So I just wanted to let you know, compared to most earphones, these are higher quality. In terms of headphones, they sound really good, and that's all I care about. I wanted these headphones. I haven't really looked at competitors, but I do like how these sound. They just sound clean and crisp. And me as a music artist, I tested it with one of my own songs. I listened to one of my own songs that I mixed myself, and I'm like, you know what? This actually sounds accurate to my own mix, and it's even enhancing my own work a little bit because of its own kind of character that the headphones have. They like boost the bass and the treble a bit more than the usual one. I like that experience. It felt nice, and it wasn't overpowering. It was just a nice complementary sound. I really like the sound of these headphones. Similarly though, I liked that. I kind of like the weight. Some reviews would say they're a bit heavy on the ears, or like maybe they're a bit tight depending on the hair, but I actually like the feeling of having headphones on, despite what I was saying about the discomfort in my ear. Having these and knowing that they're on me, it kind of forces me to look in mentally. It kind of activates part of my brain to be like, you got these on now, T, get to work. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like with the AirPods, for example, when they're in my ear, or any other like IEM is in my ear, I don't really feel it at a certain point. It's almost like I'm just living my life normally again, and it kind of opens the door to the distractions that I'm talking about. But having these, it's almost like you're feeling that kind of press and that weight on your head. It's like an open reminder letting you know that you're wearing the working phone right now. You know what I'm saying? And I just like that. It's just a personal thing, and if you relate to that, then we're relating right now, and hopefully it helps you too. The only other two things I'll say on the positives is the mic quality works. Some will call that a negative, some will call it a positive. The fact that it works is a positive. After having this for a week, I've done a few phone calls with it. Nobody has complained that the mic quality is too bad to listen to. I owned the Beats Studio Buds last year. Bro, I couldn't even talk to people with those heads. I loved the sound quality, but the moment somebody called my phone to have a chat, I just knew. Not even to say hello, take out the Beats ASAP, put them in my pocket, talk like this, which is not convenient, especially for like going on a run or you're doing something. It means you've got to stop what you're doing. Having these headphones, I haven't had that experience so far. People have been able to hear me quite clearly and fine, and there's been no issues. So I would say that's a positive. You just want it to work. And if I wanted someone to hear me in crisp audio, I would use my own mic, which I've got here. You probably can't see it. Or this mic. I would just use a microphone. Do you know what I'm saying? But that is the positive for me. That is it for me, positives. Here are the questions that I asked myself that convinced me to buy it though. Let's go. The first question was, when and where will I realistically use these? So we're talking frequency and consistency. Guys, I'm using this every single day. In the morning, I'm waking up at whatever time, I'm putting these on and I'm looking in. As a music artist, I've got a lot of deep focus work to do. I've got to memorize lyrics, I've got to do some admin stuff like uploading my songs and releasing the music, posting on social media. Those things are like small little tasks that compile to one big task. So for me, I like having these right now because it means that when these are on, I'm just going to look in and get those tasks that I don't necessarily have to do every day, but I should do them every day because it will help my career. Do you know what I'm saying? So right now, these are my managers, fam. This is my manager, bro. Wear this T, you're getting to work. I like that. And that's why I use them quite frequently. So if you haven't got a lifestyle where you're prompted to use a pair of headphones, then why would you get these if you're not going to use them more than a certain amount of times a week? How long would you want to be wearing this a week? How many days, how many hours would you be wearing these? Ask yourself that. Let me know in the comments. Another question is, do they fit the setup? Do they fit the setup? What's your life like? Do you already have a pair of headphones, or will these be your first? If these will be your first, maybe that's a really good thing. They'll be a nice addition to your setup because you've never really worn headphones like this before. It'll be a first for you. Whereas for me, obviously, I've got like multiple headphones all around me. I've got these ones now. I've got the AirPods. I've got my studio headphones, and I've got so many headphones, guys. But I had to think to myself, you know what these are offering add to my setup. That idea of having a wireless pair of on-ear headphones that have ANC, that have crisp sound quality, I don't have that in my setup at all yet. All I got is the AirPods, and I thought, you know what, the value that this will bring to me is high enough. And that brings me on to the next question, because that is so important to me. That last answer plus this one, which is, do I value its features, its main features? Those two things come together, because when I consider the fact that these headphones have 30 hours of battery life, I'm thinking, hold on. So not only are they wireless, high quality audio, I can take anywhere around the house with me, I can lock in on work, I don't even have to charge them more than twice a week, really? Are you crazy? I don't have to charge these max 4 times a week, max, because these have 30 hours of battery life. And me knowing, I did the calculations, I'm thinking, when am I going to use these? I'm either going to use these in the morning before work, so maybe like 1 hour plus maybe a nighttime session, so 2 hours max. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. It's so possible that man's not going to rinse out the battery life. So low maintenance, positive, bro, that's like a top level positive for me. Similarly, even with the multi-point connection, that's even more less resistance. Doesn't make sense. Even less resistance for me, because it's like, not only did it have great battery life, but also the moment I turn them on, I can choose how I want my day to go. Do I want these connected to my phone so I can listen to music all day? But do I also want them connected to my ROG Ally, which is my gaming console, it's a portable gaming console, so that when I go into gaming mode, I can just turn on the console and these will automatically switch between my phone and my ROG. Less resistance, guys. That's what I'm looking for when I'm purchasing something like this. It's very useful. That's the reason why I love having Apple, because I'm just like, when in the ecosystem, there's so little resistance to having multiple devices because they all connect to each other. Do you know what I'm saying? So this kind of has that in some ways. The closest thing that I found that's not an Apple thing. So I thought that was cool. The only last question I have really was, will they make my life better? The channel's called Wavy Life, guys. What does wavy mean? It means living an authentically cool, interesting life. A life that you're happy to live. Honestly, I don't know the full answer yet, but I came to the decision that on my first impressions, and they've lived up to it, owning these will make my life feel a bit better. I feel a bit more comfortable in the mornings, so when I've got this, I don't have to listen to certain things. I can just vibe out and just get work done, and I like that. Let's see how I feel about this in a month from now or 2 months. Let me know in the comments below if this makes you want to buy the headphones. I've got an Amazon link in the description. You can use that. It helps the channel grow if you use that link. But despite that, let me know if you're thinking to get these, and feel free to ask me any questions. Hopefully I can be one of your last people that you end up viewing to help you get these headphones. I want to put you out of that loop, you know, that loop of looking at reviews and you're like, oh, should I not? Just watching reviews constantly. Hopefully this is an accurate description of what it's like having it at your first impression. So with that said, take care, guys. Stay tuned for the next video. Yeah, see you soon.